Hey, 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 hey! It's July 5th, guys! Hopefully you didn't burn your neighborhood down. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to do some song reviews, and tonight I want to start out by saying thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for uploading music. And also I want to follow some people on Instagram. So if you guys drop your IG handles right here, we will go and we will follow some people. So what do you guys got? Show me what you got. Tell me your IG handles. We're going to follow some people on here, and then I'm going to get into some live song reviews, check out this folder, etc. How's everyone doing tonight? All right, we got some good peeps in here. We got some good people in here. Arlie, what's up? What's up? What's up? Tom, what's up? All right, we got the fam in here. 703, come on, mate. That's right, Johnny Gillespie. 703. Fashionably late. All right, at UFV Entertainment. Let's go. I'm going to follow some people, so let's get this going. Let's get this going. All right, it says at UFV Entertainment. Dope. Followed. Let's like some posts here. What do you got? Bam. Bam. Show some love. Show some love. Who else? Who else we got in here? At Goy Sojo. I always mess up your name, bro. I'm so sorry. At GAUIUSOJO. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that. Showing a little love, you guys. Show some love. Got to get the support going. You know what I'm saying? All right, Anthony James. All right. Okay, okay, okay. Just going to show you guys some love before we get started here. Bam. Bam. All right, you ain't got any posts, Anthony. What's up? Get on it, man. All right. Hey, let's get into it, guys. I'm going to get into finding this folder and see what you guys uploaded. I'm excited. You guys excited to hear some new music? Also, tonight I'm going to be, I have to get out of here at like 7:50, so it's going to be a little bit shorter than usual, but that's okay, right? You guys like recovering from the 4th of July, all the fireworks blasting and shit? All right, let me find the music here. Okay, so let's see how many songs we got uploaded. I bet we got a lot. I bet we got a lot. All right, let's show you this page, guys. Bitty 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 biggity boggity boom. Biggity boggity boom. All right, here we go. We got all these songs in here. So I'm going to be going in order unless you're part of the Radium Roundtable group here on YouTube. Then you can, of course, skip the line. We got some homies in the house, man. What's up? Chris Cohen in the house. This guy's legendary singer-songwriter out of Eugene, Oregon. We got Johnny Gillespie in the house. Legendary singer-songwriter, again, out of the OC, right? Johnny, you're from the OC? Man, got some legends in the house. All right, yeah, we upload every week. So I send you an email. You're going to have a folder to upload to, all that good stuff. So I am going to just start by running it back to the first upload here. So let's see. Modified. 8:44 a.m. with Corbin Hambrick. Lie to you. Let's get into it. You guys show love, show support, and I'll give feedback on songwriting, arrangement, mix, master, recording, all that good stuff. And just try to help you guys out, make better records.
They said, look up at your door and imagine she walked through. I swear my heart almost stopped, 'cause I so badly needed to be right with you. I looked up at my phone, rewatched all the videos, made me cry to see the memories. Wish that you could love me like I loved you every single day, but never found the words to tell you that I'd rather be messed up than lie to you. But I'd rather be depressed than tell the truth. I'd rather be alone in a small dark room and see you end up with someone new. But I'd rather be depressed than tell the truth. So I lied to you. I know I've been distant recently. It's just that the distance between us is killing me. So I'm sorry for the things that you'll never know. For reasons unexplained, I just let them go. The feelings that I thought passed came back, so here we go again. I love you every single day, but never find the words to tell you that I'd rather be messed up than lie to you. But I'd rather be depressed than tell the truth. I'd rather be alone in a small dark room than see you end up with someone new. But I'd rather be depressed than tell the truth. So I lied to you.
All right, so I really dig this one. Corbin, you've uploaded this before. I don't know if you made some changes to it. I don't know like what you necessarily want feedback on for this one. But my instinct tells me that going into the second verse, you really don't want to keep the same structure you had here. What I'd like to hear is I'd like to hear like drums come in, or maybe just like a percussion thing. Like you could even keep that 4 on the floor thing happening, but you know, like falling back out of the chorus into a verse 2 where there's no drums, there's no rhythm stuff there. I think that that's going to be really hard because you have all this momentum going in the chorus. And when you get this chorus that like feels like big and like, ooh, this feels nice, you know, and people are dancing, it's kind of a drop, right? You want to pick up into verse 2 without like losing so much momentum. And I mean, like when you come out of this, everything goes back to just like vocal.
I know I've been distant between, so I'm awful again. For reasons unexplained, I just let them go.
So I think like just losing all the momentum coming back out, it works. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Why not put a new element in there that you don't hear when you first hear that idea up here?
Door, and imagine she walked through. I know I've been distant.
You know, it's the same as the intro. So I don't know, anything like a very small percussion. Anything to give us a little bit more momentum, but also just have like a variance from the intro, right? Like, I don't want to hear the intro again. The intro is cool though. I love that you come in right with the vocals. I think the mix is sounding really good. Like there's very few things I would change with this mix. I would just check out that sub frequency stuff in the chorus. And yeah, I'd like this to open up a little bit more. I'd like it to be a little bit wider and a little bit more deep, but it sounds like really good. Like you did a really good job, man. And I dig the track. I think it's really dope. And I think a lot of people would dig it, man. Like, you see everyone's up here like, yeah, man, it's clear. I wouldn't touch it. You see, he feels it. Corbin's showing off. Vocals on point. I think the vocals are definitely the standout part of this, and you definitely spent the most time just making those very personal. So I really like that. Good work, man. Let's move on. Michael Flores. Temper Money. Temper Money Music. Yeah, all right. You got your website in your title. That's cool. All right, let's go.
Yeah, you know I'm in my motherfucking zone. Leave my ass alone. Might just hit the pull the bone and might just pull the chrome. It's the boy hype, boy, I'm all up in my zone. Better back on it, because if you don't, you might get hit, ho. It's the fucking hype, you know I hit you in your tit, ho.
Yo, I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. It kind of just sounds like an interlude or something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what that is. It's like 34 seconds long, too. Like, what the fuck, man? This is a live song review, not a snippet of a song review, all right? All right, let's move on. Ontake Madeo. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. Let's go.
See you in the city, looking all pretty, but I pretend you don't. Damn. See you in the city, looking all pretty, but I pretend you don't. Damn. Deleted your number. Yeah. Damn, I wish I had it right. Look. Deleted your number. Yeah.
Baby, I've been going through some things, but I don't wanna say it. I've been feeling crazy lately. Baby, I've been stuck inside my ways, like I'm trapped inside my frame. And I just wanna escape from the pain that's been caused from my anxiety. Finally, I'm realizing that I am the higher me. I just want your heart to see everything we're meant to be. Baby, you and I collaborated, made a masterpiece. I don't wanna change what.
All right, so for me, like, that's about as much as I'd listen to this track. And the big reason is because the melody is da 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 da. Like, it's so one note, like it's just boring, right? Like, so one thing I would say to kind of like make this a little bit more interesting is take a breath. Let the beat breathe a little bit, right? Like, think about melodic licks and think about phrasing in phrases, right? Songwriting is really like about, 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4, right? Like, it's very, very basic. But if you just keep going with a melody that's like one note the whole time, I get it in like pitch rapping, but this just doesn't feel like pitch rapping. This feels like R&B, like it feels like you're trying to sing on it. And if you're going to sing that kind of melody, it's just going to get really boring really quick. The delivery of it also just not interesting. Like, if you're telling a story, it's going to be really hard for a listener to catch on to that story, because it's da 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 da, and then I went down and you were this girl, and this girl like with this da da, and then we went to the store, and then like things happen, and like it just kind of sounds like someone's like having a freak out panic attack at like at someone with a conversation. And most of the time with those kind of conversations, like, oh, and then we went over to the thing, and then people were like running around, and it was crazy, and like all this stuff was happening, and like usually I just like blank out on that. I don't know about you guys, but if someone starts talking to me like that, I'm like, beep, as opposed to like someone coming up and going, holy shit, you won't believe what happened. What happened? So I was at the store, right? Like, you have to have pauses, you have to have inflections, you have to have different melodies, right? And that's how you're going to get like a story told. That's how you're going to get people involved in your music. How you're going to draw them in is have like a melody, right? Going back, like, honestly, what you can really learn from Corbin's track is listen to the melody phrasing, It's super melodic, but it's like phrases, and it's bits and pieces, and it's telling a story, and it draws you in.
Look up at your door and imagine she walked through. I swear my heart almost stopped, 'cause I so badly needed to be right with you.
Right, so you can really use that sensibility of songwriting in what you're doing here. Ontake Madeo. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. But you could really use that idea, like, 1 + 1 = 2, right? So da-da-da-da-da-da. Da 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 da. Like, you gotta find a path. Take people on a journey with your melody. All right, let's move on. Anybody here part of the Radium Roundtable that uploaded tonight? Because I want to get to you guys first. So hey, Gem J Music, you have to be on the actual mailing list, and when you're on the mailing list, we send out a link to upload your music. So if you want to join the mailing list, just send me an email, info@radium-media.com. But tonight, you're definitely not going to make it anyway, even if you uploaded anything. All right, so Arlie, we got Arlie. Okay, let me look up Arlie. Just making sure I get to you guys that are on the Radium Roundtable. Okay, so do it. Let's get it.
vibe, and you'll be able to skip a dive. Don't react, just respond. Be kind to act for us to rock. Do what you gotta do, no matter what you go through. Do it until you can do what you wanna do. If you wanna do what you wanna do, oh, you just have to go through everything you gotta do. Don't be afraid to answer your calls, for we are made to learn from our faults. Whatever you do it with a smile. Competition ends when you walk the extra mile. Keep rolling, let's go to town. To excel in bowling, knock all your pins down. Here is a curveball, keep a level head. Gotta stand tall to relax your head. Do what you gotta do, no matter what you go through. Do it until you can do what you wanna do. If you wanna do what you wanna do, oh, you just have to go.
Okay, so this track, I think you have some ideas in here, but I think this is more of like a demo of an idea. I don't really feel like you have like a song here, Arlie. I think you got to really flesh out the ideas, right? The do what you wanna do. Like, I'm hearing do so many times, it's just kind of obnoxious and it's getting repetitive. Also, like the drums, yeah, like I think Anthony like is nailing this for me. It's bright on top end, hard on my ears. I think most people are gonna find this like very hard on the ears, just because like, oh, especially like when this snare drum comes in up front. Right, so like that just needs to be like chilled out a little bit, and I think a lot of it has to do with just like, it's like either a loop or samples you're using. I just think you can spend a little more time on your sound selection. Like, go through drum sounds and really find the right sounds. And yeah, like use different plugins to kind of trim off some of that high stuff. You can even just shelve it out with an EQ, right? Like, just go to an EQ and shelve out everything at like 2K and above. And just soften that stuff, man. Like, it's going to kill people's ears. And also, you got so many like weird effects on the vocals. And I'm not sure if like it's just because the vocals were recorded really poorly and you're trying to mask that, but it's just not sounding good. Like, there's like, I think it's just like flangers and random effects that like don't make sense for the song. They feel like haphazard. They don't feel intentional. They don't feel like they're serving the song. They just feel like they're there. You know, it's like a doubler kind of stuff going on, and it just sounds like too many voices. Like maybe you're doubling your voice, you know, maybe you're doing some weird stuff there. Yo, thank you so much. Shout outs to UFVent. Appreciate you, man. It means a lot when you guys drop that super chat on me. You know, YouTube takes like 30% of it. So, you know, it helps me out, make me want to do more of these reviews and get more of my time out on here. So really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. But that's really my notes on this one, man. Like, I think a lot of it is sound selection for me. I really think the keyboards and stuff, like they could be a little bit more modernized. You know what I'm saying? You can really like make it more like not so harsh and not so clanky and so like high mids, and like just find different synths, you know, like invest in maybe one good synth. Like, maybe you invest in like Spire, or you invest in like the Slate Digital bundle. I think like you get that Anna 2 synth. I think that's a good synth for, you know, the $25 a month. You get all the other plugins as well. I think that's a good investment for you to like just start coming up with new synth sounds and stuff. The Arturia bundle would be awesome for this kind of vibe because it's kind of dated, sounds like 80s kind of stuff. You can find some cool 80s keyboards and drums. So that's about what I got. I think you should work on sound selection and your recording before I give you really many notes on like songwriting and arrangement and all that, because it's just not even there to like give you those kind of notes. So I know Black Naga is definitely part of the Radium Roundtable, so I'm gonna hit him next, and then I'm gonna hit UFV Ent. So UFV, you gotta just let me know which song you got in here, and if you've like labeled it UFV or like what do you got in here. So I mean, I can't really like see anything in here that says UFV Ent on it, so let me know what the song is. But let's get to Black Naga first. Give me more.
It ain't enough. Give me checks, give me stacks.
shit off the racks. I like this, I like that. So give me more. Give me this, give me that. Whole lot of people, they do too much. Oh, they see through. They ain't got enough. I'm in the middle, up in the good. But I'm on my wave, you can't ride my wave. You see me do these things that you can't do. Your envy shows through. You got problems, don't you start none. Hit what I came for, gon' hit what I came for, gon' hit what I came for, and I'm gonna do it right. Get what I came for, gon' get what I came for, gon' get what I came for. Give me checks, give me stacks. I like Gucci off the racks. I like this, I like that. So give me more. Give me this, give me that.
All right, so hey, dude, this is super original. I think the vibe of it is like your own sound, your own style. I would definitely say like I've never heard anything quite like this. I've heard things that are similar to it, but I haven't heard anything like quite like this. This is really original. So props to you. Big shout out, Richard Roosevelt. Really appreciate that, man. Thanks for the super chat. It means a lot to me, man. Like that $5 is, you have no idea. That's more money than my singles will see on BMI in a quarter. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Yeah, the vibe on it is cool, huh? I really like the vibe. I think it's super dope. You have like a super dope vibe. I think honestly, in my opinion, making records for a fucking long ass time and mixing thousands of records by now, the mix is where this lacks. I think you're doing too much on the mix. I think you're throwing way too much compression on it. You're clipping it out. It's actually bringing up all the low level stuff and not in like a flattering way. And I also think you're choking out the low end, right? And I want to hear and feel that sub. Like I want more of that sub and that you know, that the 808 and everything. Like I want to hear that and feel it. And I don't feel like this track has the dynamics left in it. I feel like you squeezed them out, like just squeezed it to death, bro. Like you're like just like, oh, I'm gonna get every little bit of it. And I want you guys to understand one thing, and like this is a really, really important thing, and I'm gonna try and always drop gems on you guys in these lives. But a super, super important thing to understand right now in the music industry is that the loudness wars are dead. They're over. You don't need to make loud tracks, okay? We're not putting shit on CDs. We're not selling CDs. Nobody gives a fuck about how loud your track is. What people care about, sure, if I send a client a master and a mix and master and it's not loud, they're going to be like, oh, it doesn't sound good, right? Because, you know, most people just don't get it. But the truth is that when you put this on Spotify, Spotify is going to turn it down. It's going to turn it way down. And that means that your track that was like loud and like, you know, feels really good and loud when you're, you know, listening in your studio loud and showing it to your friends, people are going to go, this sounds like shit. Straight up. And also you're using up all the bits. You're using everything up. So when it goes to streaming, it's going to stream at not 44, 124-bit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be streaming at like 328 kilobits per second, MP3 quality, probably really bad MP3 quality. So everything that you're using up, all that headroom, all that shit, man, it's just going to start sounding smaller and smaller. And like all the distortion elements and any artifacts you're getting, they're just going to turn into like aliasing. Instead of sounding like nice harmonics, it's going to sound like, it's going to sound weird and filtered, right? So you got to be really careful with that. So don't feel like you need to just go maximize everything and go hit the L2 or the isotope like crazy. And if you guys need pointers on mastering, like pick up my mastering masterclass. That's the best thing I can give to you. Like I go through the whole process. I talk about LUFs. I talk about headroom. I talk about exactly, you know, Spotify is going to turn it down to, if it's negative 12 LUFs, then they're not going to turn it down. They're not going to turn it up. They're going to leave it alone. But if it's negative 10 LUFs, they're going to turn it down. If it's negative 14 LUFs, they're going to turn it up, right? So Just understand the platforms, understand what you're mastering for. That's what mastering is. That's the pure definition of mastering. It's for the medium. You're making it for the medium. You're giving the final product for the vinyl, giving the final product for the CD, final product for Spotify, Apple Music, etc. And, you know, the way you master for Apple Music is different from how you master for Spotify. There's different things you have to do. All right, so I digress. I like the track. I think it's dope. I think you really got to get that mix and master under wraps, bro. So let's move on to, let's see, Zoe No Jumper. Gotcha. Let's get it. This better be a blap, dude. Just playing. We're going to get it, though. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. I think that's a pretty modern length.
Pointers in a Rolex watch, never did a dump. I gotta watch these little thigh hoes, her she out here fucking punk. Heard the feds on a nigga trail, but I won't say shit like a monk. Just threw back 230s and 2 bars, and I'm sipping the line, I'm really crunk. Welcome to my trap, what you want? Quick to spread a nigga like some funk. Glock got a red beam on it. Hold my customer don't scheme on me. Knock, knock, have y'all seen homie? Nah, we ain't even seen homie. Make the chop, Alicia Keys on it. Bitch, me going broke, I'll dream on it. On the topic in my neighborhood, baby Draco in his Maplewood. Got me wishing that a fuck nigga would. Hold on, hand over your checkbook. I need 3 M's out that motherfucker. Moving the snow on the slab, ice road truck. Don't bang what I bang, nigga, fuck you. I'm like Planet Fitness, move weight with the muscle. I could get a nigga killed off the muscle. If it's beef, it could go down right now. Got me feeling like James Tapp. I wanna rob, I don't wanna rap. I got a job, got my first check. I quit that bitch and went and bought a scrap. No electronics when it got the Mac. When it spent off a space, you remember that? I was running this shit. I had to laugh cause he rap niggas cap. I fucked a nigga baby mama out the Ville. I did that kitty in my Hellcat. Had a young jock, we had to zoom back. I got deep in that pussy, did a cabbage patch. Put a nigga out the know he got his chain snatched. And somebody else got their shit packed. Yeah, they send a blitz, but we send back. Then we go in they block and do cha-cha. The pussy nigga kept screaming, he shot top.
Hey, dude, I fuck with the style. I really like the flow. I think it's dope on the beat. The guy's got a cool voice. But yeah, man, like this needs arrangement. It feels like just like a loop and someone freestyling over a loop, which, you know, it could work as like an interlude on an album or something. But I really think you got to arrange it a little bit better. I wouldn't want to like hear this beat for that long coming in. Like you got like what, 15 seconds of just the beat going before you actually hear the vocals. Like give us something, give us some ad libs, give us something from rapper. I don't know if his name's Zoe 8. I don't know. But you know, like you need something there, like to signify that something else is going to come in. Otherwise, dude, this just sounds like a YouTube beat, bro. Like people you're going to lose your audience right here. And like, here's the truth, like the mix is pretty shit, but it sounds cool when his vocal comes in. Like it sounds dope and like raw to me. Like when his vocal comes in, the mix works. Before that, it just sounds like kind of like a shitty mixed beat. Like, yeah, man, I ripped this off YouTube and here's this beat. Like people are not going to listen to it is what my whole point is. Like they're not going to listen that far in. Like you have to understand how many trap beats and how many beats there are like this out in the world. And to hear just that up front, like, bro, you're going to lose so many people right there. Like, people are going to be like, oh, what is this shit? Like, why did someone upload a trap beat to Spotify or whatever, right? So I feel like the track's not really finished. And maybe it's not. Maybe that's what you're looking for. You're looking for notes to finish the track. Arrange it, you know? Like, have the vocal come in right away. Like, have this beat play just a little bit or maybe, like, mess up the sample and flip it so it has an intro, right? So you're like, whoa, what is this? This sounds interesting. And then when the beat comes in, like the rapper comes in right away and the story comes in. I feel like you're gonna keep your audience way more if you have just like 2 seconds, maybe 1 second even, or just like a little right, like he comes in, right? Don't fuck around with like people's attention span, dude. They don't have them. Like people cannot pay attention anymore. Like you get on Instagram and like if something doesn't load within like instantly they're like, oh, fuck it, skip it, get it out of there, just close the app, go to some other app, you know? I'm like doing that shit all the time, bro. Like I'm on here, I'm like, oh, email, I'm like checking my email, oh, the email's not loading right away, okay, I'm gonna go to my Instagram, I'm gonna go check this. Like, so you just gotta like, you gotta think snappy, you know? You can't have moments where everything drops out and you just have this beat writing. The beat's cool, but there's nothing like special to it. Like, you know, people are making these beats in like literally 5 minutes. Like, I'm not fucking with you. Yo, Johnny Gillespie with the $5 donation. Super chat, my man. Johnny Gillespie, you're the man. I really appreciate that, dude. Always. So yeah, that's really important, dude. Like you gotta keep that attention span. But dude, I fuck with the rapper. I fuck with the sound. Like what you guys are doing, that sounds really cool. I think his flow is really on point. I think it's something fresh, and it's fun. It's just like it's a fun vibe. So I'm going to go to the next Radium Roundtable member. Let's see. Okay, Johnny Gillespie. Looks like you sent something to my email. Is that right? Let's check it. I don't usually check my email, but Johnny just became a Radium Roundtable member. And I'm going to do that for him because he's also my homie. Not everyone in here is my homie. All right, let's go. Home. This one's called Home JG Master. Let's lock in.
Rolling down the city, I know it's a place called home. She was living in the city, I know. Can I take you home? Hey baby girl, can I take you home? Things are heating up, I don't wanna be alone. Sexing all day, wanna get up in your zone. Tired of the phone games, can you take me home? Yep, we'll do wild things like getting intimate. Probably end up getting married, cause I'm your number one freak. Love taking off your clothes, now everybody knows. Rolling down the city, I know it's a place called home. She was living in the city, I know. Can I take you home? Rolling down the city, I know it's a place called home. She was living in the city, I know. Can I take you home? Yeah, summertime hit us quick. Love the synergy, I'ma be a hooligan. Take a pic from kissing all up inside of your bug to saying that I do in our wedding vows. Shit, we got a kid on the way. No time to sleep on these days. Collect all the checks, make way for the new. How do you do? Don't give me that dude. Rolling down the city, I know it's a place called home. She was living in the city, I know. Can I take you home? Yes, rolling down the city, I know it's a place called home. She was living in the city, I know. Can I take you home? Rolling down the city, I know. Rolling down the city, I know. Rolling down the city, I
Dope, dude. I'm liking the writing a lot. I really like that hook. I think it's really catchy. Rolling down the city, I know it's a place called home. Like, I think that's really dope. Like, it's memorable. It's easy to sing. Like, I already remember it. You know what I mean? Most of my notes on this, honestly, are arrangement and mixing. Like, the mix and master on this is like, whew, it needs so much work, man. Like, I think, like, the vocal has, like, all this low mids on it, and it's pushed so forward and compressed so hard that everything else is just becoming, like, so flattened. So there's, like, no transient life in, like, the acoustic guitars. There's not really, like, a whole lot of width or depth. So I'm just hearing, like, this, like, vocal going, like, you know, across the whole thing, which is weird. It feels weird. And it feels, like, really chunky, and, like, the vocal is, like, almost like a little stuffy. You know what I mean? But I think it's, like, really just an overuse and not even an overuse, like a misuse of compression. The drums aren't really breathing. They're, like, getting choked out. There's, like, the low end, like, doesn't even really exist here. Like, it feels so weird to me. It feels, like, really smashed to death. So, yeah, it's just, like, taking the life out of it. And for something like this, because it's such an organic track, like, the track's called Home, right? Like, why would you want a track called Home that has like such a, you know, yeah, baby girl, like, you know, like feels good, you know? Like, why would you want a track that's like about home and like organic and has acoustic guitars and is supposed to be like, you know, about home? Why would you want that to sound super processed and crazy, like, and, you know, distorted and compressed? Like, I want that to feel like open, like home is open, home is beautiful, home is natural, home is, you know, everything's just like breathing and has life, you know? And I think like sometimes with mixing and mastering, there's such an art form to it that you have to get that the song across with the mixing, right? And that's like part of the record making process, and don't ever skip that. Just like don't try to shortcut that process to get somewhere. And then the arrangement is kind of weird to me. Like, I feel like you can define the chorus more from the verses, meaning like not have it so much as like a loop and then it just goes right into the choruses and then the choruses to the verses and it's just kind of going. And then at the end, it starts to get too repetitive for me. Like, I feel like you're repeating yourself a lot right here on this outro. I don't feel like you need all that. I feel like maybe you could use a bridge in here. A bridge could be really cool. And then have an outro where it's like cut in half from where it's at. But it sounded really dope. Like, I think it's a great song. I think if you hone in and you start to, you know, go through the details and fine comb it, you're going to have a really cool song on your hands. That's my review, bro. And you know me, I don't bullshit. Okay, so yeah, let's move on. Let's go. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate you, dude. Always appreciate you coming through. All right, who else? We got roundtable member here. We got D. Richard Roosevelt. You're in the roundtable. What you got, bro? You got something in here? Did you hit us? Richard Roosevelt. There we go. Don't be acting a fool. None of you guys be acting a fool. Hey, give me some likes. Give me some thumbs up. You guys alive? Like, show me some love here, man. You guys, I only got like 10 minutes left. You got to show some love. Show some energy. I'm just going to I reciprocate energy, bro. Like I'm a human, you know what I mean? I'm talking to a camera and seeing a little bubbles of people texting. It's weird, all right? So let's go. Richard Roosevelt.
I'm in the land of the sinners, where we're all just beginners. I guess we all got some splinters from trying to crawl to the finish. Y'all can miss me all with the feeling. They praying on my fall, screaming timber. You can ask my dogs, I'm a killer staying on. Maybe you should all reconsider. Maybe y'all should surrender for your fall in the blender. Won't be gone till November, you'll be gone till forever. Never wrong, I'm too clever. My squad getting cheddar, splitting treasure. Be happy you ain't on the agenda. Put you all on a stretcher, got the saw when I sever. All the jaws from the brethren, make a call to my henchmen. Shorty saw that I'm flexing, now she all in my mentions. Want attention, now she trembling. Don't throw water on the ground. It's about to get hotter. The temperature's rising, yeah. I'm calling it right now. Some of y'all ain't surviving, yeah. Tell me what can you do? But aiming to shoot. Shoot for the stars and last for the moon. With the path that you choose, please don't crash in the coupe. Don't be acting a fool, don't be acting a fool. Don't be acting a fool, 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 fool. Don't be acting a fool. Don't be acting a fool. Y'all be out here wreaking havoc, trying to pass it as cool. All your actions confused, y'all just a class of buffoons. I don't adapt to the rules, just move, crafting these moves. Don't know what happened to you, cause now they laughing at you. I saw your ass on the news, it put me back in the loop. I saw you acting a fool, I saw you acting a two. I saw you trapping at noon, you seemed in a bad mood. Going fast to the cash like Speedy Gonzalez. Mash on the gas, my meters be all stressed. Pass me the ad, cause I need the address. And wear that sundress to give me easy access. It's about to get hotter, hotter. The temperature's rising, the temperature's rising now. I'm calling it right now. Some of y'all ain't surviving, yeah. Tell me what can you do? But aiming to shoot. Shoot for the stars and last for the moon. With the path that you choose, please don't crash in the coupe. Don't be acting a fool, don't be acting a fool. Don't be acting a fool, fool. Don't be acting a fool, fool.
Dope, dude. I'm liking it. I think it's such a vibe. I'm going to give you guys, like, with the 7 minutes I got left, instead of doing another song review, I'm going to show you something that I'm just like is really hitting my ear hard, that I think you should pay attention to, Richard, as you're making your records. And it's really like that mid-range area, you know, like you got a real issue with like the EQ and something weird going on. And I just want to show it to you because I think it'll help everyone here just kind of understand what's going on here, what's wrong with it, as far as the mix goes with the vocals and stuff. So let's open it into Logic, and I'm just going to show you really quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I really literally have like, you know, 7 minutes or something, right? But if I bring this into Logic here and just show you on an EQ what's going on here, your vocals like really peaked out in the mid-range, like the 800 to 2K area, and it's just sounding really like actually kind of annoying to the ear. And for a track like this that's super smooth and it's like don't be acting a fool, like it's like lackadaisical, it's like chill, you really don't want to have like peaky frequencies. What you want is you want really smooth vocals. You want everything to be super smooth. And it might be because you're trying to get that vocal to cut through and you're trying to get it to sit right. But the truth is, like, it's actually really annoying. So I'm going to go in here and I'll show you where that frequency range is that I'm hearing that I think you should really dial in and try to figure out here. Okay, so let's just find a spot that we can loop. Make sure that you guys are hearing it here as well. So we're going out the Ecamm, bam, bam. And I'm just going to find this frequency in your vocal.
On the stretcher, got the sword when I sever. All the jaws from the brother, make a call to my henchman. Shorty saw that I'm flexing, now she all in my mentions. Want attention, now she trembling. Don't throw water on the brother. Get hotter. Temperatures rising, yeah. On the stretcher, got the sword when I sever. All the jaws from the brother, make a call to my henchman. Shorty saw that I'm flexing, now she all in my mentions. Want attention, now she trembling. Don't throw water on the brother. Get hotter. Temperatures rising, yeah. I'm calling it all on the stretcher, got the sword when I sever. All the jaws from the brother, make a call to my henchman. Shorty saw that I'm flexing, now she all in my mentions. Want attention, now she trembling. Don't throw water on the brother. Get hotter. Temperatures rising, yeah. I'm calling it all on the stretcher, got the sword when I sever. All the jaws from the brother, make a call to my henchman. Shorty saw that I'm flexing.
Okay, so just right in there, like just pay attention to that. I don't have the stems, right? Like I don't have your vocal stem. But right in that 800 area, like you just have like this crazy peak going on. And it could be because you start EQing out other stuff, or it could be because of your microphone. It could be because how you're hitting the microphone. It could be how you are processing the vocals, right? So you just got to be really aware of that stuff because that frequency is like so peaked out. And if I boost it, like you really understand what that's doing.
On the stretcher, got on the stretcher, got the sword when I sever. All the jaws from the brother, make a call to my henchman. Shorty saw that I'm flexing, now she all in my mentions. Just want attention, now she trembling. Don't throw water on the brother. Get hotter. On the stretcher, got the sword when I sever. All the jaws from the brother, make a call to my henchman. Shorty saw that I'm flexing, now she all in my mentions. Want attention, now she trembling. Don't throw water on the brother. Get hotter. On the stretcher, got the sword when I sever. All the jaws from the brother, make a call to my henchman. Shorty saw that I'm flexing, now she all in my mentions.
Very simple thing to overdo is like pushing that mid-range because like you know like that's what everybody tells you online is like push the mid-range, go 1K and make sure that your vocals pushed up front, etc. But like I'll be honest with you, like that could be really annoying as well. So make sure the vocal's sitting in the track. And those resonance like in that 800 to like 1.5K, like that, like that's going to get really annoying. And it's throughout the song, so you just really got to be careful with that, man. Like that's something that I think will irritate the listener's ear. It'll pull your ear away from the story. And also it'll make the vocal not so smooth. And I think your vocal, if you want it to be smooth, you want it to be smooth. You want to also like, I feel like you swept out way too much of the body of your vocal. So just be careful of that stuff. It could be like, I mean, Richard, here, let's ask a question real quick. What are you listening to when you're making these EQ adjustments and you're mixing your stuff? Like, what does your setup look like? Like, what kind of speakers? What kind of interface? Just that question. Just answer that question. And I think like that's probably where you're going wrong is like you probably have your speakers set up where you're not hearing things the right way, right? So you're like peeking out that 1K because you're like, oh, my vocal's getting buried. So just be really careful with that stuff, because it is an art and it's like a very fine balance. When you start tweaking one thing, you're going to like, something else is going to change dramatically as well. Okay. So just be really careful to get the intention of the song through. Like, this is really cool and chill song. Like, for me, and I think for most people that are listening to this right now, they're like, yo, this has like a summery, like boom bap, like classic vibe to it. Right. And it has like a little bit of soul and R&B in it. So you got to make it smooth. It's got to be smooth. Everything's got to be smooth. It's got to be like, yeah, this is dope. You know, nice and smooth. So anyway, guys, I'm out of time. I only have literally 2 minutes left today. And then I got to get out of here because I got to be somewhere. But I appreciate you guys coming through. And I'm going to be doing these every week, of course. So, you know, I'm here to help you guys. And if you guys need anything in the meantime, you know where to find me. Like, I'm emailing your ass all the time, right? Like, I email every single morning. I email everybody. So hope you guys are doing well. Stay well. Keep making music. Keep submitting for these reviews. Sorry I can't get to everyone every time. I really try to, but dude, I'd be spending all night long doing this if I was going to do that. So hope you guys have a good night, and just get better and better and better, and just keep growing and learning, man. Like, keep showing up. Keep showing up. You'll get better. Peace out. Happy 4th of July, America.